I was saying, okay, I'm live. It's 1:30 now. Hopefully this doesn't screw me over. With that, oh my goodness. I was saying that I ended up with two properties. My mom, like after I did the vision board calendar, the Howard University calendar, then I ended up with I did that probably like I guess September, October. Well, if I did September these vision board, I probably did that like mid October, late October, because I did it sometime in October. So like less than 3 months later, 2 months to 3 months later, I literally, I would say about three. I would just say 3 months then. 3 months. I ended up closing on this property here, which is 4 units instead of 3 units. The place I wanted was 3 units, and I was gonna live in one of them. I think it was a 2 bedroom upstairs and a 1 bedroom downstairs, and like an efficiency downstairs, and a huge backyard, and that was unkept and a mess, looking like a jungle. And it was a steep hill, but it was a huge backyard. And then I had like a nice parking lot, nice large parking lot, and like storage for like 3 garage storage thingies. But the inspector said it was a piece of junk, an absolute loss, and whatever. I thought it was being shicey. I don't know, but he didn't pass the inspection, so it was back to the drawing board for me. And so then I ended up coming here to this place, which has 4 units, no parking lot, but it does have a 1.5 car garage. I would say a 1 car garage that was being used as storage and junk. And when I brought my car up here, I was parking my car here. And the lady that's been here since the dawn of creation, she's really nice, and she was on section, so. And then I lived upstairs for a while, and then when senior protective custody took the lady that's living in this unit, you can see my before and after pictures. It was a hot mess. I had some people help me gut it out. It was basically my own money. I fixed this place. It was still not finished. I still want to do more stuff to it. And ideally, I'd like to move to the garage. But like I said, my mom didn't know anything. The only person that knew when I closed on this property, the only person that knew was my friend. And then when it was time to close, I told King Kong, because he was the one that was helping me move the U-Haul, and my mom's friend. So I told like 3 people. And then my mom thought I was going to move back home as she moved to her retirement place, which was supposed to have been 2 years later. But it ended up being like a week later. So literally after I closed here 2 weeks later, my mom got the place. So I got 2 places then. And I ended up moving back home and leaving this place. As they say, when the cat's away, when the mice will play. So I had to like leave this place and go back home because my mom ended up being sick shortly. I guess she didn't really want to move. She got cold feet and she didn't want to move at all, even though she was the one that told me, she wanted to move in with her friend because everyone was getting a retirement place. And it was like that's a whole nother story. I was ranting and journaling a book, The Conversations Between Mother and Child, because it was so distraught and traumatic. My mom ended up passing away couple of years later, 2010. And that's why I said I needed a break. By New Year's Day, 2011, I left and went up to New York City and danced the night away because I said I needed a break. But actually, I was able to fix my mom's place up because my mom, my dad didn't really fix much. He was content living how he was, but I needed I needed something place. I needed another bathroom. So when I first moved back home, I looked for roommates because, like my aunt said, "Oh, you're living here all by yourself," and all these weird. And it was this place is like Mayberry up here. It's like a 1-horse town. It's like Mayberry, but it's like a little town. It's like a little village. It's like Mayberry. It's old and quaint and quiet as hell, but it's a lot of activity. They have a bus literally right in front of my house. The bus runs from I think I tell you, from 6:30 until 11 p.m. the bus runs, and then if I walk 15 minutes away to the old folks home, the bank, there's another bus that runs from 5 a.m. to 1 a.m., 7 days a week, all that stuff too. And it's only street parking here, but I had a garage. I did park my car there. So this, and it's street lights and so forth. And I know when I first moved up here, I used to go to this internet cafe. They did karaoke. I mean, whatever, they did open mic. And I used to go there to type and go to the library, and then I would walk home. And when they closed at 11, so I would literally walk home from the internet cafe to my house by myself with my laptop because it's like Mayberry, it's a little quiet town. I used to walk around College Park at night by myself too, which is a bad thing, but I did that a lot at University of Maryland. So when I walked around DC at night by myself. But DC is a lot of traffic. I mean, of course, downtown only, like where the clubs are. So if you're walking around downtown DC, whatever place, if it's a lot of people and a lot of traffic, even if it's 2 a.m, it's desolate. It's not desolate. So when it's destitute and quiet, that's when the problem is. I mean, that's buses that come up. I mean, the buses run until like 11:30 up here. You see people outside. If it's destitute, then that's one problem in the dark. But when I first moved up here, and there's still a lot of people walking around, so I didn't feel scared walking home because it was only like 15 minutes away versus my place, my parents' place, where I would it was like a 20-minute walk to the bus stop. But at nighttime, it's dark as hell. I mean, it's suburban. You have to, if you take the shortcut, you're walking through the church and a park, which is dark as hell. The church is dark as hell. The park is dark as hell. And it's destitute. There's no bus. It's like suburban, so there's no one out. Perfect place to get raped and robbed because it's so destitute. So literally, when I would get off, like in College Park, Route 1 is a lot of traffic, people, students, shuttle buses, metro buses, cars, people, McDonald's, liquor stores. So it wasn't destitute, even at 1 or 2 a.m. However, at my parents' house, it was dark and destitute and quiet. So I did not like walking a continued site. Choose sites to free up space. Some features on Docs, Google. Who cares? I'm trying to finish this. So anyway, as I was saying, this is the third attempt. Yeah, with Amy and her, cat video. So I guess Monkey Man's over there. I guess because it's like almost 2 a.m. and I'm tired as hell, and I got to get up at like 10, and I have to take a shower and do everything so I could get up at 10, unless I postpone my doctor's appointment yet again. And no. They're probably tired of me postponing it. I'm not a morning person, though. I'm a night person, and I'm tired as hell because I woke up early this morning thanks to my whatever. Oh, here's Monkey Man. With that said, yeah, I was walking around here versus my parents' house, which was dark. So you kind of like need a car because even though you could walk, it's dark as hell unless you're a guy and 7 feet tall. So when I would get off the bus, I would take the subway. Then I would take the subway to College Park, wherever. Then I would take the PG Plaza shopping center, and then I would take the bus from the subway to the neighborhood shopping center, which was only like a 15-minute walk, but it pitch black hell to the no. So I would end up paying $10 for a taxi to just give me a ride home from the neighborhood shopping center because it was too damn dark to walk by myself. I would get King Kong. So I ended up, and the neighborhood was dark. So my aunt was like, "Oh, you're here by yourself. It's so destitute." So I ended up asking King Kong to move up and be a roommate, which was just so I won't be alone because she didn't want me to be alone either. I could see why. And then and after I did that, I ended up looking for a roommate. So I had like an international student and this paralegal who graduated. So they were roommates. And the first one was just King Kong. And then I basically, the first thing I did was I got like basically I got like some, what do you call it? Mortgage, home equity loan or line of credit or whatever you call it for my mom's place. And I basically built a second bathroom in the pantry because in the kitchen we had a pantry that I saw my neighbors turned into a bathroom. It was a really nice bathroom. So I said, "You need a second bathroom. What's one bathroom?" And I hated having one bathroom growing up all my life because I lived with my dad and my mom. Thank God. It was a blessing to have two parents and one bathroom. And, whatever. After you old enough not to pee on your pants and use a diaper, you need a bathroom. Men don't care. I, as a woman, did. So that was the second thing. That was the first thing I did was build the first thing I did was fix the door because the door is being held together with a stick because it was totally messed up. So after the door was fixed, then I got some delays to fix the and create a bathroom. So we built a bathroom in the pantry. So we gutted out everything in the pantry and built the bathroom in there. And then and put like some little tile on the floor. So that was a bathroom. So that was a half bath and the pantry door closed. And then The third thing I did was replace the windows because all the windows were old and it was like really messed up. So I replaced the windows. I already replaced the front door and I replaced the windows. That was the third thing I did. And then the upstairs bathroom was kind of messed up. The shower was messed up. So I ended up getting an American Home Shield. And I don't know, it was like maybe $80 a month or whatever. It's like a home maintenance program, and then whenever you need a problem, they would fix all electricity. They would fix electrical, plumbing. They would fix your refrigerator, they fix your washer and dryer. They fix all your appliances, which is a big plus. So I had them come out and fix the shower, which was like ratty and messed up since like I was a teenager. And so like they charge you $75 to fix it, but they came out to fix it for $75, the shower. And then I ended up getting and I had to replace the faucet because the sink faucet was just messing up. So I ended up replacing the faucet, and then I was doing some cosmetic work upstairs. I had King Kong and what do you call it, refiber, like resurface the bathtub with some paint or whatever, and paint the bathtub. And that's another thing we did was we painted the upstairs. And I got like some Mexicans to help me clean up the house and clean up stuff. And then of course they rob you blind, but like crackheads and Mexicans do work hard. So I got some the neighborhood crackhead and stuff to help me clean up this place and paint the upstairs bedroom. And I was living in the small room at the time, but after I fixed the bedroom, I moved into the I rented out my parents' master bedroom. I painted that and I kept the carpet, and I rented out the master bedroom, and then and then I lived into the medium, like the guest room, and I painted that. And then, like I said, so while I was living there, we painted that. Then the first thing I did was fix the door. Then I fixed the pantry, the bathroom. Then I put new windows in there, and then did some cosmetic work and got them to fix the stuff. And then the next thing I did was a big project. King Kong was like digging a hole, because why wouldn't he, right? He's like a Neanderthal. So he dug a hole, and I said, well, since you're digging a hole for no reason, dig a hole by this window well in the basement and make a door. So, because he's digging up stuff like an archaeological dig, looking for a rock, because he's crazy. So I said, dig a hole right here, dig it deep enough to make a door. So that's what he did. Because why wouldn't he? Because he has nothing. I don't know why he did it. But why, if you're digging holes in my yard, then dig a hole here and make a door. So he did that, and then I had them install a bathroom in the basement. So we saw the full bathroom. I love that bathroom in the basement next to the shower. Next to the washing machine and dryer. So they did that. Then I had them finish the basement off, and we already had a sub pump in the basement. So we finished the basement off, drywalled it, painted it. I bought like an IKEA, a full IKEA armoire. The bathroom in the basement was really nice. They painted everything. And I don't think they replaced the basement windows because they were basically just window wells. So I had 2 window wells, and I bought a door. It was like like one of them store doors, the doors with the glass like you see in the storefront. So it was like a door of a lot of glass for like, usually it's for storefront doors, so you can see this side. So I bought a storefront door for the basement, and they had to put a sub pump in there and I had somebody build some steps to walk up and down. I built the steps. So I basically had a basement entrance with steps, and a sub pump to go into the basement door, and then a full basement bathroom. So once that was done, and they painted everything except the floor. I think they painted black. They just painted black. And then so the door was like, so I had like one old door, and then I had like 2 small windows that was still there. And then I replaced all the other windows. So basically I moved into the basement. I moved everything into the basement. I bought me a really nice, big, huge red rug. It was really beautiful. And then I rented out the guest room to the international students, the African guy. And then I basically had King Kong take up the carpet in the living room and then paint the cabinets in the kitchen and change the handles out. So I did like cosmetic work. And so I really fixed the place up halfway decent. And I was living in the basement. I rented out the 2 upstairs bedroom. And I was doing all that while my mom was in and out the hospital. And I literally fixed the basement up so she could move back home and live in the basement. So I'm like, okay, but she had a hard time walking up and down the steps. And she had a stroke right after she moved into her place, even though she was trying to move there. So I said, let me fix the basement so she could move into the basement. It didn't work out like that because I guess she was ready to go see daddy and didn't want to get better. So that's another story. But while I was there, I ended up, the place getting negligent here. But with that, I ended up getting property manager. But anyway, I ended up getting two places. But moving up here, after my mom passed, that I needed, I was about to have a nervous. It was just so much stuff going on. So I was like over my top. I was about to have a nervous breakdown between dealing with roommates, because after my mom passed and the two roommates moved, I had like two more roommates come in. They were like roommates from hell. Then I was struggling paying the mortgage up here because I wasn't home. So the tenants weren't paying their rent. So I had to get a property manager. But at that point, I was like a month behind. So I was trying to get like a modification, and the Bank of America just continuously nonstop gave me the runaround. I'm sorry, not Bank of America, but they did that to Wells Fargo, Wachovia, aka Wells Fargo, just gave me the runaround continuously. They screwed me over continuously. They just rung with they never helped me. They just basically wanted people to walk away from their property so they could steal them. That's basically what their goal was. So they just kept giving me the runaround and in the process. So it was just really distraughting. So, I mean, between my mom getting sick, roommate issues, and then real estate. I mean, it was just so much going on. So I was like, I needed help, therapy or something. And from there, I ended up meeting the people who's helping me now, at the Center for Independence. It's like an independent living center. They help you be independent or whatever. And I initially with him about my real estate property, because he's like, like the advocate for helping you with like the housing advocate. Then they have someone to help you with the benefits. There's another one to help you with jobs. There's another one to help you with like if you're veterans. There's other people help like home health aid. So they have like all different types of programs there. I was going to see the housing advocate. So that's how I started seeing him. But he ended up becoming a facilitator for our Circle's Edge weekly support group, which is Thursdays from 2 to 4. Every Thursday from 2 to 4, we're doing it via Zoom. And even if once the pandemic is over, we could meet face to face again. But you can still join us via Zoom. So you can join us via Zoom or face to face. It's every Thursday from 2 to 4, and it's been we have regular members, and we make homemade cookies, which is really yummy, delicious popcorn. We watch movies, we do karaoke, pumpkin carving, all types of stuff, And so hopefully when the pandemic is over, we can continue to do a whole lot more. But in the process, I was trying to do the art project and the art and awareness project. And I've been having the Circle's Edge meet weekly probably since before my grandmom got. So let me see. So that was probably since 2017, 2016. No, probably 2017. 18, 19, 20. No, it's been more than 3 years. I would say since 2016. Because we started like in the fall of maybe 2016 to see how it goes, and we've been doing it continuously ever since then. So we have, and with that, so I thought that was noble. So here is something, and I'm gonna copy that. So yeah, so let me see. We'll pay off New York home. Well, not yet. Build Virginia cottage. I claimed that. It has yet to be done. Fix my mom's place up. Yes, I did that. Send her on vacation. Well, didn't get a chance to do that. Get Granny some. I didn't get a chance to do it because I didn't get the £1 million, £1 million euro investment yet. But let me see. Circle's Edge for Grow and outreach for single, shy, bullied, left out youth and adults via meetup.com. Of course, yeah, I do. That's done. That's definitely done. We are doing that through 4C, through the meetup.com. Let me see what's going on here, because this is kind of, you can't even see it. Let me put this here. I will make at least I'll make at least $45,000 a year via book royalties and music sales from the Circle's Edge clothing line, which I have yet done, but I plan to. From the show, which I have yet done, but I am trying to. We did do a little open mic karaoke thing, so that and residual income. And I will secure 1 or 2 works. Yes, I claim to get 1 or 2 work study students who will totally focus on something. I don't even know what the hell that's supposed to be saying. Totally focus on something. On promoting the Circle's Edge via Bebo. I don't even know what the fuck Bebo is. Facebook, MySpace. So that's how old it is. MySpace. God bless you, MySpace. Bebo. I have no idea what Bebo is. Must have been something. I'm still not on Facebook much. TV, radio, and other in print, I guess. The other ones will totally focus on securing sponsors for the Circle's Edge. Okay, yeah. And newspaper, print. Oh, and these are all the newspapers. And I wrote Chicken Soup for the Soul. Is a series of books usually featuring collection of short stories. The 101 stories in the first book of the series were powerful tales of ordinary people doing. Okay, I never read it, but I mean, I guess it's an inspirational thing, so I put that down. And I remember putting the thing about, because these are inspirational things. And one of the things I didn't put, and I wrote on the vision board, I wrote down, I said on the vision board, so I did get the place up here and so forth. I have yet thought, and I'm glad I'm looking at this so I can see where I can work on and what my goal is. Hot springs. Well, I don't have a hot spring, but I did get a jacuzzi for $250 at the Habitat Restore. That's right there. I just need to clean it out. I have a jacuzzi. One of the things I kept wanting ever since I saw my roommate, the one that was agnostic and is, my former roommate friend, was she has a motel style vanity, because when I always like hotels and motels. I mean, the smell of the smell of bleach mixed with putting in a very hot dryer, so it's like the clothes are so dry, the sheets are